So here's where it can really get fun. And I think going back to your last question about introverts, this is really where you need to be prepared. And I know you do this very well at 40 plus. People they learn how to talk about themselves, but you need to be prepared to talk about yourself here. And I'm not saying that you would get a chance to say your elevator speech or whatever we're calling it these days, but you need to be prepared to talk about yourself. And this would be after you've had a chance to ask some good questions and you get a sense of what this organization's like, what the person's like. And you want to just say, can I just tell you a little bit about me? And you want to have a couple of sentences, maybe a paragraph, where you lay out who you are, what your skills are, what your experience, strength or two, what your plans are. This is really telling your story. And boy, do I want you to just practice this over and over. I've been at 40 plus meetings where I've heard people tell their story, and it's very powerful when in a couple of minutes, they tell others who they are and what they're looking for and what they can do for the organization. So before you go on an informational interview, be prepared for this. Have your story ready. Stories are so powerful when it comes to interviewing, rather than just saying, I'm good at such and such and I can do X, Y, Z. But you use a couple of examples of how your strengths fit into what it is that you're looking for. I think, yeah, I like that idea, Ron, that you want to say, can I tell you my story? Can I tell you about me? Can I tell you what I'm looking for in my next career? Can I tell you a little bit about what I have accomplished so far?
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully they're going to say yes. And you've got a chance in a very short time period to tell that story and put yourself in a very positive light. I'm a firm believer in talking about strengths. The Gallup Strength Finder work, I think, is brilliant when it comes to looking for jobs. Know your strengths, be able to use your strengths to tell your story. Say, for example, one of my strengths is that I am a great connector of people. I like to bring people together, whether in the work environment or wherever I am. And I think that that's a strength that I could use in whatever job that I get next. And here's an example of how I use that strength in my last position or my current position. Or this is how I would like to use that strength going forward. But in order to do that positively, you've got to know your story and you've got to be comfortable in how you present it in a very short time period, positively, but with an openness so that hopefully they'll ask you some questions and you can continue to talk more in depth about what it is that you're good at. But when you're preparing for an informational interview, don't forget to prepare yourself to be asked about yourself.